Bunch of useless people. Who will I have to reprimand today?
The kiosk symbol. I have to find out where he's going.
All right, last wagon, and you're free to go, slackers!
You won't escape from me.
Blasted Worker 31! Where is he? Every time!
And then he said, the best time to... Shut up! Come on, this is the best part.
Worker 31! What are you doing here?
Sorry, boss. I was helping Worker 35 with...
Back to your spot now!
Yes, boss.
I need you to go work somewhere else.
It
I'm
won't
not
happen
giving
again.
any more chances! Worker 33, you'd be surprised. We've got quite a few deadbeats here. If you're not here next time, I will personally stick one of Brother Horace's poison darts in you.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you?
I mean, yes, boss. Hey, Worker 36. Go make sure everything is okay in the control room before we go. Yes, boss.
Worker 35, time to go.
I just have to finish this and I'm done.
Finish tomorrow.
Don't leave for tomorrow what you could do today.
And don't keep your boss waiting if you don't want to die in the most gruesome way possible.
Huh?
Hurry up! Who left this like this? They did a terrible job. This is good. Quite good, actually. Okay. Ready?
Just 1 second, please.
Come on!
I have to be careful. This place is crawling with guards.
How about now?
Just 1 more second, I swear.
Your promises are worth less and less.
Okay, I'm ready.
Finally! Workers, that's all for today.
I must find a safe way to get to the next room. A broken riding crop. Is Colonel Fawad in here?
So what happened? The guy disappeared for 30 years. That's a long story. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Oh no, I'm not leaving till you finish it.
The guy was knee-deep in debt, and the best thing he could think to do was just split.
And his wife and kids?
He ditched them, and they inherited all his debts. Years later, his son, completely bankrupt, swore revenge.
Did he get it?
Hang on, there's 30 years of story before we get to that. The thing is, the father made just one mistake before leaving.
What mistake?
When we reach the 26 years since he left, I'll tell you. But the son also made a mistake. He could have found his father much sooner.
When? How?
8 years after he split. But we'll get to that. The most incredible thing is that the father ran into his entire family after they'd been gone for 3 years.
And what happened?
Hold on, we're almost there. First, I have to tell you what happened in the 2 years after he disappeared.
Hey, maybe I could sneak into the next room in one of those wagons. I guess I'd need to find a way to get that wagon moving, plus something to cover myself with. Here we go.
It's a really long story, honestly. There's no way I'll be able to tell it
It
to you
looks like
today.
a wagon has to be full of cigar boxes to get to the other side, and every layer has to have 15 of them. So that's what I need to do. A single layer of 15 cigar boxes, glued to each other so I can hide under it.
Well, we'll stay until tomorrow if we have to. I need to know how it ends.
I think this will be really useful. 2 boxes. I guess I'm going to need them. One, 2, 3, 13 boxes. Though, I'm afraid the other 2 boxes I found are missing something, now that I see these. Time to put the seal on the last 2 boxes. And I give you Tintin Seal of Guarantee. Time to label the last 2 boxes. Ha! I'm as good a counterfeiter as those rogues. with the significant difference that I'm doing it for a good cause. They look just like the real thing. I mean, the real fake thing. Let's learn the truth about these infamous cigars once and for all. Fake cigars, full of opium. That's how the crooks outwitted the police in all their inquiries. They've killed Egyptologists, literally driven people mad, impoverished peasants, and ruined a whole country just to make money selling drugs. They won't get away with it, I swear. So the only tobacco these cigars have is the bare minimum to wrap around the opium tubes. Crooked, but clever. Shame that these loathsome criminals have such good taste in graphic design. They won't get away with it, I swear. Poppy seeds? Wait, there's opium in there. And of course, they fill these tubes with it. "13 boxes, plus the 2 others I labelled and sealed. All the boxes I need. It's perfect. Now I just need to get the wagon moving."
But we haven't even gotten started.
I still need to get the wagon moving and make the fake layer of cigar boxes before I can carry out my plan.
Then why did you start telling me this story? If you knew you wouldn't finish it.
Dash, it's locked. A handy tool, but also a weapon if things were to go south. Luckily, I've got this. Hooray! Glue! Just what I was looking for. If I'm not wrong, I've got all I need to make my cover. It's perfect. Now I just need to get the wagon moving. Eureka! The time has come to put my plan to the test. crossed this works.
If you don't tell me how it ends, I'll never forgive you.
Wait a minute, here's another wagon.
I don't care. I want to know how the story ends.
You're a pain in the bum. Make sure it's all there and I'll tell you.
Finally. 1, 2, 3. All right, filled to the brim. 15 boxes for later. Now, tell me.
Nope.
What? Why not?
I've realised that the best thing about the story is how desperate you are to hear what happens.
You've got some nerve. You'll pay for this.
What are you doing? Get off me, you lunatic!
I wonder where this leads.
Proceed, brother.
I'll need one of those costumes to get through. Psst! Hey! Over here! Now that I look the part, let's knock. Nothing of interest on the other side, and I could get lost.
Show me your token, brother.
Oh, I must have forgotten it in my other robe.
No token, no entry.
Huh? Another statuette from the tomb of Kih-Oskh. Seems like every member of this brotherhood has one. He'll be knocked out for a while, but tied up, just in case. Dr. Finney is part of this conspiracy. That explains a few things. Like why they tried to lock me up in the mental hospital. The note he wrote was a trap. He seemed like a decent man. He seemed like a decent man. Finney must have come through here.
Show me your token, brother. Welcome, Brother Ra. The meeting will begin soon.
The belly of the beast. I should look for an escape route, just in case. In the meantime, I'll have a little chat with our hooded brothers.
I did my best to defend Abu Din. Please, brother.
Deal with the Grandmaster yourself, donkey desert god.
For the 100th time, Set is a mighty jackal, not a donkey. Ah, wise brother Ra, you are my last salvation. Abu Din did not fall because of me. It was because of those blasted spies. Defend me before the Grandmaster, please.
All right. But in return, I'll ask you for a favor.
I'll do anything.
You will call a truce with Patrash Pasha and his Bedouins.
How? But they hate my guts. I can't.
No excuses. You'll bargain with them and shower them with gifts.
All right.
I've heard that Brother Thoth will be unavailable from this meeting onward. Why don't we offer his seat to my good friend Miss Suhi?
Silence, you fool! Saying our names or showing our faces is forbidden.
Oh yes, my apologies.
My dear Ra, there you are. Finally some clever conversation round here.
Why, yes, indeed. It's been a long time since that awfully boring evening at the Major's bungalow, hasn't it?
Though I must admit, tricking that Tintin fool was a delight. He truly believed that I was scared of ghosts.
Well, I think that
we should stop using hollow cigars. We know that, dear. Beautiful, isn't it? A map of our current operations. I made it myself. Now that we have no spies in the military bungalow, we need a replacement. Or silence that meddling major once and for all. Guy Pajama is the headquarters, as you well know. From here we control all the routes to Asia, east and west. After the fall of Abu Din, we will need a new base near the Red Sea. We use the tomb of Kih-Oskh as a warehouse and headquarters for Cairo. The curse of the Pharaoh keeps the curious away. Morocco has potential. There are contacts in Baghdad interested in doing business. The Far East will be a big market if we lose the route to the West.
They all look like the Egyptian gods I saw at the tomb of Kih-Oskh. Reminds me of that statuette I found in the Maharaja's secretary's office. Looks like the presiding seat at the table. Reminds me of that statuette I found in the Maharaja's secretary's office. A cat goddess, similar to the drawing I saw in Egypt. Hey, that's my token, so this is my seat. I'd prefer a place closer to that door on the right though, just in case. Whichever god this is, it's the closest seat to the door. But I won't be able to change it unless he's distracted. An eye? Huh, I think I know who this seat belongs to. Reminds me of the statuette I found in Fuad's office. The professor told me about this crocodile god. Sebek, maybe?
When will the meeting begin?
When Brother Neckbet arrives.
What about the Grand Master? Will he be joining us too?
Why so many questions, Brother Knoom?
I am loyal, I swear it. Kih-Oskh and Guy Pajama.
Then prove it by waiting there until the meeting starts.
I salute you, brother.
I know.
Beg your pardon?
You can't hide anything from me.
Great snakes, he knows who I am. I better get ready to fight and run.
You let the poet go free. Even mad, he knows too much.
Oh, yes, yes. I'll fix that, brother.
Indeed you will. The Grand Master does not forgive failure.
Phew, that was close.
I'm watching you, always.
Blast that Tintin spy and those mangy Bedouins.
Greetings, Brother Ra. Kih-Oskh and Guy Pajama.
Huh? Mind if I swap seats?
Why should I?
It's so hot in here. Let an old man sit next to the door.
And what do I gain?
Because there was a mistake on the labels. You didn't receive the memo?
I wasn't aware of any memo.
You'd be sitting closer to the centre, and the ones in charge.
Oh, I see, yes. But Brother Horace will never allow it.
I'll take care of that. You just go and change the sigils. So, brother, do you fear there may be spies present tonight?
Why? You have anything to confess?
I just want you to keep up the good work.
I'll be vigilant as always. Never forget that.
Sit. Brothers, except for our leader who was unable to come, we are all present. The session can begin. First, important news. We've gotten rid of the Maharaja of Guy Pajama for good. As we speak, he has lost his reason. Nothing more than stands in the way of... Hello? Yes, security? What? A message from Cairo. Our situation is dire. Our Cairo headquarters has been discovered. Only our leader was able to get away. He's coming here by air. What? Knocked out? Brothers! There is a traitor in our midst. Our rules do not allow us to show our faces, so you will whisper the password to me one by one. And whoever is unable to give it will be executed immediately. You start. Give me the password.
Kiosk and Guy Pajama.
Idiot! Couldn't you have whispered it? Now everyone knows. All right then, I'll go into the next room. You will come in one after the other, and give me the password of our last meeting.
Now, let's take a peek at the faces of the Brotherhood. Mrs. Snowball. So this one must be... Mr. Snowball, of course. Colonel Fuad, just as I thought. A Japanese man I've never met before. The Fakir, of course. The Maharaja's secretary. So much for the loyal advisor. What a crew. The only one left is the notorious Grand Huh? Crikey!
Only an imbecile would trip on his own clothes. Oh!
You were saying?
Stupid robes. Like I said, imbecile.
Wait! This is ridiculous! I suggest we take off these robes and continue with the chase.
Deal. I'll go first.
Of course. It's only fair.
Now you. Take your time.
All right. Now wait until I... Hey! That's not fair! Give up! You're done!
The only ones who are done are all those fools! As long as our leader is alive, the Brotherhood will persevere!
Sooner or later, the Grand Master will fall too!
How dare you pronounce his name?
I didn't! That's his title!
forgot how insufferable you are.
Don't worry, you won't have to see me once you're in jail.
Must you answer back every time?
Absolutely. You're going to pay for all the people you turned mad.
You are going to pay for all the people who turned mad.
You are so naive. No one gets what they deserve. The world, the place.
I will never accept something like that.
Ha! That's exactly what the last Maharaja
You're
said.
despicable. He adored his nephew. And now, because of you, he thinks he's driving in the 24 hours of Le Mans.
Yes, that was a good one.
Come back here, you coward. Quit now. You've nowhere to run.
You're not the one who decides that.
The palace is filled with guards.
Nothing that a poisoned dart can't fix.
I'll get you if it's the last thing I do. Where did he go?
An intruder! Get him!
Crumbs.
Turn yourself in, and I promise we won't kill you. Surrender! You're trapped! He's too far away. Block his way!
Crikey, it's locked.
What is he? A marathon runner? You can't always scurry off like that, you rat!
Another locked door. That's bad.
Why don't you come here, so we can talk like adults?
If we let him get away, they'll kill us. Don't move! You're done.
Turn yourself in, and I promise we won't kill you.
I can't believe it. This door is locked.
He's too far away.
Block his way!
What is he? A marathon runner?
You can't always scurry off like that, you rat!
Slippery little fellow, isn't he?
Why don't you come here, so we can talk like adults?
You have no way out.
In the name of the law, hands up!
Snowy! You're okay. Oh, my dear friend.
Congratulations, dear friend. You've pulled off a masterstroke.
What? But don't you want to arrest me anymore?
We now know that you and your dog are innocent. The police raided their hideout in Cairo and found a blacklist that included your name. There was also a plan of this hideout. That's how we discovered...
He's got away again. Oh, after him.
We'll get him, young man.
As soon as we got out, we learned that someone had taken the prince and helped the fakir escape. There was no time to despair. We needed the fastest car to chase down the villains. I got behind the wheel and stepped on the accelerator, determined to stop the Brotherhood once and for all. A few miles further, in the middle of the jungle, I spotted their car. It took me a few more miles to realize that Thompson and Thompson were gone. Who's the driver? Thompson, what do you think? You don't know what to say, huh? Perhaps Thompson has an idea. Friends? Are you here? Friends? They're gone. Surely they got scared. This is not for everyone, even for grown men like them. believe! I hope the car holds on. Well, Snowy, Thompson and Thompson left us. We'll have to save the prince on our own. I hope the roads join back together. If not, we're done. We can't lose them. I'd never forgive myself if something happened to the prince. Let's see how fast this thing can go. Don't worry, the road looks pretty straight. Or maybe I'm speaking too soon. Whatever. I got some good practice driving to the asylum with Slotsky and the Professor. But how dare they risk a child's life driving on a road like this? How fast this thing can go. I bet the old Maharaja would have burned rubber in this thing, which is exactly what we're gonna do. If we keep up this pace, we'll definitely catch up to them. This road has to end somewhere. We have to go faster. We'll never reach them at this pace. Last thing we needed, a cliff. I hope they're careful. No one would survive a fall like that. Hold on, Snowy. These turns are dangerous. We have to use this downhill to our advantage. We won't have a better chance to make up lost time. Still not easy to catch up to them. How hard it is to catch up with such a driver. Tighten your grip. I have to hit the brakes. That driver doesn't seem too worried about dying. Fear not, Snowy. We'll save him, I promise. You know I always keep my word. Let's see how fast this thing can go. I bet the old Maharaja would have burned rubber in this thing, which is exactly what we're gonna do. If we keep up this pace, we'll definitely catch up to them. This road has to end somewhere.
Let's see how good a driver you are.
That was close. This is not good. Where? Oh no! The prince! Poor devils. Poor prince. He didn't deserve such a terrible death. There's nothing we can do.
Agree.
How? Don't come any closer!
What?
Oh no, not again! I must resist. The eyes. The eyes.
Bring him and leave him next to the prince.
Yes, Grandmaster.
We can finally finish this little vermin. Poison him. I want him to go crazy.
As you wish, Grandmaster.
First, though, I want to ask him a few questions. All right, Tintin, who sent you?
I was sent on a mission as a reporter to Shanghai.
I see. So you ran into us by chance, did you? Let me think about my next question.
What the devil? Could it be that dog again?
How did you help the Maharaja fight off the fakir's poison dart in the palace?
It wasn't him in the bed.
Don't you lie to me. Think about it first before you answer.
Grandmaster, we'd better leave here soon. Maybe the dog...
I don't care about that darn dog. I need more time. Did you think about what you're going to say?
Yes.
Well then, speak.
I built a dummy that looked just like him. I put it in the bed knowing that the fakir would try to poison him with his darts.
That's how he saved him. He's cunning as a serpent.
Well then, one last question before I put an end to your sanity.
Grandmaster, if it's not the dog, maybe there's a spirit trying to kill us.
I am not afraid of the living, and even less of the dead. How do you escape death over and over?
Good people are lucky.
Oh, I cannot take this guy anymore. I'm out of here. Fakir, finish him.
Huh? What happened? Snowy, did you do that? Well done. You're the best coconut and stone thrower I've ever met. But what about the prince? All is not lost yet. Snowy, you keep an eye on the fakir. I'll rescue the prince. Hey, stop! Leave the prince alone! He's just a boy!
But someday, he will be a snake. I was just a boy too when I made my whole family go bankrupt.
Maybe you didn't have a choice, but there's always time to change.
But I did have a choice. I could have been a sponge fisherman like my father, that pathetic loser. But I would never have left Greece. I would have been a nobody my whole life, dropped on Lerus, that hellhole of an island.
Nothing seems to matter to him. I couldn't forgive myself if something happened to the prince. Snowy, you keep an eye on the fakir. I'll rescue the prince. Hey, stop! Leave the prince alone! He's just a boy!
But someday, he will be a snake. I was just a boy too, when I made my whole family go bankrupt.
Maybe you didn't have a choice, but there's always time to change.
But I did have a choice. I could have been a sponge fisherman like my father, that pathetic loser. But I would never have left Greece. I would have been a nobody my whole life, trapped on Leros, that hellhole of an island.
Nothing seems to matter to him. I couldn't forgive myself if something happened to the prince. Be careful! If you go that fast, you can fall!
Men like me don't trip over pebbles. But what would you know? You're a spoiled little brat who always had everything. Just like the prince and that whole family of worthless bums. Ha! Only if he makes it out alive.
Don't do anything to him, please! You will gain nothing from hurting a prince!
Don't you dare ask me for mercy! Because of you, my organization is a mess. My drugs confiscated, my people locked, but I won't go down alone. Remember that!
There they are! Ah! Why, thunder! That was close. But I can't give up. I didn't come this far for nothing. I can't let him get away. It's me you want. Let the prince go and face me.
There are many ways to face your enemies. The one I like most is harming their loved ones. Guy Pajama is going to hate you when you show up at the palace empty-handed.
Whatever you do, I won't let you escape.
Shoo, you fly!
This place is too dangerous. I can't lose focus, even for a second. One misstep and it's curtains for me.
Let's see if you can get around this!
I have to catch up with them before tragedy strikes.
Don't you ever get tired?
I should ask him the same thing. Why do I always get the most dangerous paths? Hey, I promise to help you if you turn yourself in. If nothing happens to the prince, they will surely take it into consideration.
Ha! I've taken too many lives for them to take anything into consideration.
You coward!
This land was already in shambles when I arrived. There is nothing left to save here. You'd better leave before you get wiped out too.
I didn't come this far for nothing. If you let go of the prince, I promise not to come after you.
You don't get it, do you?
What?
There's no turning back now. I've come too far to disappear.
What do you mean?
There's no middle ground. Either you win or I win.
I will never accept something like that.
All I hear are empty words. Save your breath.
You coward.
No, on the contrary, I'm all in.
Don't you realize that this is dangerous for you too?
Ha! This dangerous? It shows that you're just a spoiled brat.
I to get him. The Maharaja trusts me. I promise I'll save you.
There is nothing left to save here.
By thunder!
Die! Once and for all! Ow!
Never! This isn't over! It's over! You've nowhere to run!
Cast!
Leave the prince on the ground!
All right. All right.
Slowly! Now, turn!
Sure.
No! Hold on! Your Highness! Are you all right?
Mission missed.
Poor wretch. Who was he? Will we ever know? Or has he taken his secret with him forever? Once we got back to the palace, I witnessed one of the most moving scenes of my life.
Oh, my son. I was so scared.
After that, the rest was celebration. The Maharaja even invited me to be a part of the parade on his elephant.
Tintin, when you arrived in Gaipajama, unrest and fear reigned. But now, thanks to you, opium has disappeared from our fields. We are back to growing rice, and we can now feed our people again. I'll never thank you enough.
The prince's safety is payment enough for...
Subjects!
Huh?
Prostrate yourselves before Ramses II.
Don't be silly! They are here for me, Napoleon the First!
Maybe there's something you can do for me, Your Highness.
Just this once I go by car, but for the next time, have my noble horse Marengo ready?
If it's true that you're taking me back to Egypt, take me however you wish. I don't care.
Thanks to the Maharaja, we were able to send Professor Anslotsky to the mental hospital while we searched for a cure for them. With all the loose ends tied, I thought it would be time to leave, but it wasn't. The Maharaja invited me to stay in the palace as his guest for as long as I wished. Thanks to this, the prince found a good friend to play with. I have had a wonderful stay at the Gaipajama Palace, but now it is time to leave. I must go to Shanghai and finish the mission that was entrusted to me. Once I'm there, I'll write to you again. Yours sincerely, Tintin, reporter. Let's go, Snowy.